Well, guys, the moral equivalency crew is back in the house with Piers Morgan, who, after a week of describing the dreadful atrocities in Israel, 1,500 people dead, is now saying, well, the Israelis do it to the Gazans as well. Oh, really, Piers? So you can actually moral equivalate a murder, premeditated murder, and accidental killing at best manslaughter is what you'll get from the Israelis, because no Israeli wants to kill a single Palestinian man, woman or child, even man. They don't want to kill. Forget children. These guys came in, slaughtered them, burned them, raped them, abused them, and you're going to compare a bomb when you've warned all of North Gaza for a week. You told them, get out of town. Anyone there is culpable for their own life, because they've been warned already to get out of there. When you see the stupid statistics that they produce, 1,500 Israelis, but 20,000 poor Gazans, they're not civilians. I'm telling you now, 90% of those, that's how accurate Israel is, 90% of those are Hamas terrorists. Now, you're going to say, well, what do you mean? He's got jeans and a Boss t-shirt. Yeah, that is what the Hamas terrorists wear. Go look at the videos of when they entered Israel. They're not wearing it. They're wearing jeans and a Boss t-shirt. They're not wearing any uniform. They're not wearing anything, dog tags, nothing. These are just, well, it's the people of Gaza, because 80% of them voted Hamas, and the reason, 71%, sorry, and the reason why they haven't had any elections since is they'd vote for them again. So this rubbish of, the innocent people, they're not innocent, first of all. Number two, they were warned to get out of there. And number three, all those people being killed are mainly Hamas terrorists. So where is the moral equivalence? Where's the outrage in the West? Well, there is none, as usual, because if I like the wrong tweet on Twitter, or the woman, my favorite, she was outside an abortion clinic, and the police goes, I swear, check this up in England, outside an abortion clinic, and they go, what are you doing? She goes, I'm just standing here. They go, what are you doing? She goes, I'm silently praying. You're silently praying in your head, arrested. You're not allowed to do that. I mean, silently praying is not allowed. But from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, which de facto means the destruction of Israel and every single Israeli. That's allowed. Cheering outside the Israeli embassy after killing people without one Israeli retaliatory attack, without one Gazan being killed. That is allowed. That's allowed as well, to celebrate a terror organization murdering babies. That's totally allowed. And when the BLM posts a paraglider, the main form of when they killed those people in the music festival, they paraglided and then killed them. Well, first they raped them and then they killed them. That when they post a paraglider with the Palestinian flag and refuse to take it down and refuse to apologize, and the FA still kneels in every single football match, you know that there is no morals in the West. There is nothing to learn about the West. I mean, obviously there was nothing to learn ever when they can't decide what a man is, what a woman is. Obviously they have no morals, and forget godless, there's nothing there. But now we've seen their true colours. When their real religion was obviously racism. Oh my gosh, if you're called a racist, that is worse than being called a paedophile. Paedophile, they'll hide your name, but a racist, you are fired from your job. You are in real trouble. You're definitely put in jail. That is the worst. Obviously, speech crimes now completely normal. Absolutely, this is the ridiculousness of where we are now. Anyone who speaks the wrong thing is jailed. And by the way, I think they want to ban in the UK from saying from river to the sea, Palestine will be free. I disagree with that. I say I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm like, let people say that. I have no problem with people saying what they want to say. Just know that's a racist, terrorist sympathizer. No, every pro-Palestinian march are fundamental Jew haters that want to kill Jews, as we saw in Sydney, where they just blatantly just said, gas the Jews. At least they're being honest. I don't know why in London they have to pretend. Guys, go for it. I mean, I've got no problem. Go for it. Be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. That's what you want. You hate Jews. So it's the Muslims and the radical left that together the Jeremy Corbyns of the world, who hate Jews. Now, obviously, Muslims hate Jews because, too successful, and same with the left as well. Oh, that's the last thing they like. They want communism. They want everyone to be poor. They don't want anyone to be successful. So the fact Jews are, marginally much more successful than most people, and not because of a conspiracy, just because family units, I know it's a shocker for you guys, education, it's another problem for Gazans. Gaza has an average IQ of 67, and obviously, and prospects and a drive to achieve. When you have those three things, you will succeed. But most people don't have those three things, so they get jealous. So this is how anti-Semitism has always been. It's the oldest racism, way before anti-transphobia and some kid wanting to be a dog rubbish invented thing that, again, you'll be jailed. The autistic kid in England who called a lesbian. Yeah, that's all they did. And she's autistic. 6 coppers came into her home, took her and arrested her. You were a paraglider. You say death to the Jews. You're going to be scot-free in London. You're going to hand out sweets after an atrocity. Absolutely no problem. Hamas flag, which was there, absolutely no problem. And that's it. And so this is where we are in the world. That sadly, France has to ban pro-Palestinian protests. Same with Germany, because they are so massive. They are 20% of the population. Now, when people go, yeah, but this is morally abhorrent what you're doing. Well, you're only 1,500 killed, and you've killed so many more Palestinians. I go like this. So then everyone goes, what about Dresden? When the UK was attacked, they firebombed Dresden and killed hundreds of thousands of people in one day. They go, yeah, that was in the past and we regret it now. So I say like this. What about Iraq? Where you went in there based on a false dossier that Tony Blair himself cooked up. He cooked it up himself. He's still walking around, this Tony Blair, earning money. Cooked it up himself, made the Brits go in. Again, not one bullet was ever fired at America. Not one bullet was ever fired at the UK from Iraq. Nothing ever came from Iraq. Okay? And they murdered 150,000 civilians. What about the 20-year war in Afghanistan that just ended recently, where we replaced the Taliban with the Taliban and killed 400,000 civilians for no reason? You did that. You did that. No one's asking you, where's your culpable for murdering civilians? Gatling gun, grenades, God knows what you did in there. Absolute barbaric. Right? What about the 2 million Vietnamese murdered from high-level bombing over Hanoi for years? Totally indiscriminate bombing of Hanoi. 2 million civilians. No one's saying anything there. But when Israel has warned everyone, get the hell out of North Gaza, we're going to start up now, and through collateral damage, 1 kid gets killed. So far, I don't think I've seen 1 kid, by the way. But let's say 1 kid, I'm sure 1 kid eventually will get killed. 1 kid gets killed, suddenly that's earth-shattering news. No, it's not. You're a bunch of murderers. You started 2 illegal wars. They're still walking around, by the way, Tony Blair and all the mates, still making money. No one's been jailed. And you dare accuse Israel for reacting to a barbaric atrocity of 1,500 people slain to death in their own houses with their kids in front of them. You're despicable. But I don't expect anything. There's no need to get upset, because that is the West. It has no morals. The people don't care. They're totally brainwashed. So I don't expect anything. Totally brainwashed, stupid, thick. 25% of them are Muslim, which obviously are going to take the one side. So it's a very sad predicament. And obviously by the next round, more Muslims, and again, there can be good ones and bad ones. I'm not saying all Muslims are bad. Absolutely not true. The very moderate Muslims are great people, and obviously the ones in the ones with brains know what's going on. It's an Iranian scam. we're not talking about them. I'm talking about the ummah, the dumb thickos at the bottom, the rabble, the rebel, the dumb idiots at the bottom, not the people that actually have their brain screws on. Yeah, the dumb rabble will be rabble roused. They got nothing else in their life, just misery and poverty. So, yeah, same as the left. So this will continue.